And welcome back, everybody. Aesop Grimm here, and this is the continuation of our Subnautica Chronicle. I'm about to get our timer started. There we go, 30-minute countdown. We do kind of have to go back to where that strange-looking Reaper is at, because it seems like we need to push past that point. Okay, so this is where we rise up in elevation. Yeah. Okay. I go this way. More Lost River. There's our friends, hunter predators. Ooh. Okay, that was the crab thing, spider type thing. All right. Skeletal remains up ahead. Now, before going down there, I kind of just want to look around. I mean, is this facility? Is there a facility kind of off the beaten path or something? Built into these rocks or anything like that? I feel like something's maybe hidden in plain sight, kinda. And I'm just missing it. Oh no. Doesn't seem like it. I'm wondering if I need to build a base down here. I'm kind of starting to think maybe we need, like, not a base, but an observation post. Well, no, it would be a base because I would want a moon pool, I think. No, probably an observation post, and I'll keep a power cell recharger in it. Okay, now here's the ribs. I don't see that Reaper, though. But I might have seen something swimming off in the distance there, the far distance. Okay. Need to explore the flanks. Down there, just these waterfalls. Do I need to scan this? Ghost weed. It's visible in the fewest wavelengths, exclusively in deep waters.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
More bones. Okay. I'm gonna just check out this side of the cavern and make sure I'm not missing anything. Like this. Oh. This is significant. 844-meter depth. Is this the disease research facility? Uh-oh.
This alien structure appears to have collapsed to the sea floor. Detecting an alien broadcast. Linguistic analysis reads, "Caution, hazardous materials and life forms contained within."
Okay.
Interior walls in this section are substantially reinforced, indicating the designers were seeking either to keep something out or contain it within. Whatever their intention, it clearly failed.
Clearly failed. Oh, look, that thing's shattered. Oh, whew. I was like, what's going on? What's about to kill us? Purple. Ah, purple. Good thing I brought one of these with me. I'm gonna go ahead and say this is the disease research facility. Okay, is that live? Yes, it is. What else do I need to explore in here? Man, this is my 30th episode, meaning that I'm about to jump back to Stellaris. Talk about a cliffhanger to kind of leave the series on for a little bit while I record 10 episodes in Stellaris. Unless we can find a purple tablet down here.
integrating new PDA data.
Leviathan detected at facility perimeter, closing at high speed. Exterior anchor cable impacted with massive force. Exterior anchor system buckling. Facility sinking. Collision with sea floor. Breaches detected in containment unit 7. Leviathan eggs. Immediate specimen destruction protocol initiated. 314 specimens destroyed, 1 specimen unaccounted for. Well, that's not good. Evacuating staff to off-site sanctuaries, planetary quarantine protocol initiated. Oh, maybe this is what she was talking about. Maybe this was their home planet and they've been all but wiped out by the Leviathan class predators. Because remember, there was something that said they're asexual. Everything on this planet can lay its own eggs. Oh, now, it did say it needed a member of another species to fertilize it afterwards, I guess. But there was no male designated male female. Either any of them can produce an egg. So either this is a unique Leviathan, or the Leviathans we have on this planet now, the multiple Leviathans, are all the descendants of this one that escaped. Evacuating staff to off-site sanctuaries. Planetary quarantine protocol initiated. Warning, infected individuals may not leave the planet. Oh, you know what? I'm starting to think maybe that's exactly what Janet meant. And this is their home world. They researched this stuff on their own home world? Did they not have...
Residual biological evidence suggests indigenous life forms were brought to this location and subjected to intensive study.
That sounds invasive. I need to go back and get oxygen. So is that the case? They were doing biological research of a virus on their own planet that could wipe out everything? I don't know. There's a lot to learn. There's a lot left to learn. A display case containing an array of rib cages harvested from the indigenous life forms. There is a particular focus in this instance on vertebrate skeletal structures. While some of these skeletons match organisms encountered on the planet so far, most cannot be matched with confidence, suggesting either that there are species out there not yet accounted for, or that they have become extinct since these samples were collected. Okay. So that must be a Leviathan egg. Advanced theories. Sea dragon? This large egg is held in a hermetically sealed environment and has been chemically sterilized. Without the means at the facility to house a fully grown sea dragon specimen, it is possible the aliens sought to study instead the egg-laying and incubation process. To what end is unclear. Oh, I'm starting to think that one escaped Leviathan is not a Reaper. I think it might have been a sea dragon. Oh no, they said that they couldn't store sea dragons here. There's lots going on in my head. Ray specimens. Different species of ray indigenous to 4546 Bravo, each adapted to different environments. The specimens are 99.99% genetically identical to those encountered on the planet today, suggesting that rays in particular have undergone little evolutionary mutation in the past millennium. Ghost rays, jelly rays, crimson rays, and rabbit rays likely all share a common evolutionary ancestor. The alpha ray... What is this? Ugh. It's clipping, but it still grosses me out.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Ghost rays, jelly rays, crimson rays, and rabbit rays likely all share common evolutionary ancestor. Alpha ray would have evolved deep in the ocean trenches, quickly growing in line with available food supplies. It would have most resembled the ghost ray in size and appearance, with translucent skin for camouflage and forward-mounted eyes for hunting, a fast and fearsome stalker of small creatures in the dark. While some rays have stayed within the limits of the cave systems where they first evolved, others are relatively more recent adaptations to new environments, likely the results of overpopulation. All of the rays on 4546 Bravo have given up predation in favor of herbivorous scavenging and use poisonous flesh to protect themselves. Okay. Moving on then. To this section. It's a giant head. The skeletal remains of a vast predator housed within an artificial habitat. The environment constructed to house the specimens suggested it was kept alive in containment for research purposes for months or even years. Organic matter indicates the habitat once supported extensive plant life, though it has since decayed. When the facility collapsed, this specimen was either left to die or killed on the spot. Evolution. While it shares some skeletal traits with the biter and sand shark, including its distinctive double eye sockets, this fossilized specimen is significantly larger and features unusual forearms rarely seen in aquatic species. This species has likely gone extinct in the past 1,000 years, and its evolutionary relatives have evolved almost beyond recognition. Right on. Alright, so this is the habitat that they kept it in. Fossilized skin, I guess. Yeah, armored plating, it seems. Okay, nothing else to scan in here. Well, maybe this alien species was not spacefaring, although that's just so difficult for me to wrap my head around since they're supposed to be so much more advanced than we are. I'm still thinking about why they would test something like the coronavirus or whatever it was on their home system. If they did, I don't know. A lot to uncover in here, it looks like. What? Warper parts. The organic parts on display contain DNA from dozens of different organisms, largely originating off-world. They are in varying states of augmentation with advanced technologies. This production line setup suggests these self-warping constructs were built, maintained, and deployed by the aliens that designed this facility. Okay, so that's what the hunter-predators are. Warpers.
Vital signs stabilizing.
I can't take forever anymore.
Data pertaining to the bacterium is being downloaded. Caution. Detecting atypical fluctuations in blood plasma proteins. A self-scan is strongly advised.
Hold on. We'll do that in a second. Kara Contagion Profile. This terminal contains extensive data regarding the bacterial contagion identified as Kara, so it's not a virus, it's bacterial. Discovery, first encountered during routine network expansion on outer worlds. See? Oh no. Pandemic development, network error resulted in routine quarantine procedure failure. Network error resulted in routine quarantine procedure failure. Contagion was uploaded to and spread quickly through the core worlds. Oh my gosh, so they did test it on an outer world. But then it uploaded to a network. They transmitted something biological over a network. See, my understanding of network is digital related. Maybe theirs is different. Contagion was uploaded to and spread quickly through the core worlds. Confirmed deaths 143 billion individuals. Bacterial mechanisms, attaches to healthy living cells and mutates the basic genetic structure. Symptoms: Stage 1, gradual immune system failure. Stage 2, green skin lesions and flu-like symptoms. Oh, corona. Stage 3, unpredictable alterations to biological structure. Stage 4, complete shutdown of executive function. Hold on, I need to clear my throat. Man, this is interesting. Emergency steps taken. Core worlds were quarantined. Bacterial samples distributed to isolated disease research facilities for vaccine development. Isolated on each core world or isolated on other planets? Treatment procedure unknown. Okay.
Self-scan complete. Bacterial infection has spread to the skin and pulmonary system. Medical report recorded to databank. It is imperative you find a way to neutralize the infection.
Oh, yep. Alright, so things are looking like they did for the medical officer. You have been infected with a previously unknown waterborne bacterium. It is currently multiplying in your bloodstream. Estimated incubation time, 2 weeks. 2 weeks, okay. Your immune system is currently combating the infection at low efficacy. You may already be experiencing flu-like symptoms and skin irritation. These will likely be exacerbated as the bacterium takes hold. Your immediate priority should be abatement and eradication of the infection. Recommended steps: salvage further alien research data on a possible vaccine. Investigate the mechanisms which have enabled the indigenous ecosystem to inhibit the symptoms of the infection. Okay, that makes sense. All of that makes sense. Self-warping quarantine enforcer unit. This life form shows signs of heavy genetic modification. and extensive mechanical grafting. Its digestive and pulmonary systems have been replaced by an onboard battery, receiving energy directly from the main grid and distributing it around the body. So if we take down the main grid, we get rid of these things. Miniaturized phase... Oh, main grid is maybe on them. Miniaturized phase technology has been implanted beneath the skin and is triggered by the central nervous system, allowing the construct to teleport at will. The brain and central nervous system have been digitally augmented with advanced processing power and remote communications. Assessment programmable hunter-killer avoid. So it's a machine. It's like a bio machine.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
All right. Well, we can come back if we need to. I think right now, how much time is left in the episode? 3 minutes. I think right now is a time for us to head back to base. I also need a purple, whatchamacallit. Okay. So we're going to have to come back here eventually. Anyhow. Yeah, that's okay. That's the entrance there to that with the purple thingamajig. Alright, getting out of here then. This way. Just kind of gotta find my way out of here. Okay, there's a lost river. I think that's a Reaper out there. Oh. Oh, shoot. Ugh. Okay. Gosh, are we gonna have to shoot the gap on this? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Where's my beacon at for... Oh, there's our timer. Oh, there. Degassi habitat. Okay, so... go this... Well, I thought I tried to go this way already. There's the disease research facility. Maybe there's an escape out of here that I didn't see. Like that area there, maybe? This is where I've gone here before. Oh, wow, that was close. Yeah, see, he just tried to warp me. But I was changing elevation on him. I don't think they deal well with elevation changes when they're trying to aim. I don't think I've seen this.
Calorie intake recommended.
Sea dragon skeleton. Okay.
Vital signs stabilizing.
My last water, I think. Boy. Here we go. Okay. Okay, little skeleton, so big skeleton should be up this way. And we should see a Reaper out here somewhere. Or I wouldn't be surprised if we did. Okay, here's the head. Yeah, if the bacteria wiped out the civilization on this planet. Well, one, I'm still a little bit surprised because it seems like they have spacefaring technology. Why would they test it on one of their own worlds that they colonized? But B, I'm a little surprised that I would not have thought about the idea that the bacteria wiped their civilization out. Okay, warpers. It got me. Where's my... There it is. Okay, gotta find my way out of here. I think it's this way. There's the crab, whatever. And I think if I go out this way, I'll get into open ocean. My timer did go off, right? Yeah, it went off a while ago. So we're 700 meters out. We're on our way back. We're going to end the episode back at FOB links. It may behoove me to go ahead and build some kind of a observation post down there in the Lost River area as sort of a staging area. So I'm not promising, I'm not guaranteeing, I'm just kind of turning it over in my mind that I may do that off camera. I'll just have to figure out where I want to put it. I'll need to find someplace I feel like is relatively safe where the base won't get attacked. You know, the other thing is what if we're, you know, outside the one more trip that we need to make with a purple tablet? What if we're relatively done down there? Then there's no reason to have a forward observation post.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Maybe I won't put it in the Lost River area. Maybe I'll put it where those floating globes are. I need to grab. It's not in here, is it? Oh. Grab that. Store precious metal. Ion cubes. Quartz. Titanium. We're gonna find out what comes out of this egg. I mean, it might be something pretty doggone nasty. I don't know. No, is that gonna be the cuttlefish thing? I mean, he looks kind of cute right now, but we'll see. All right. Nothing but Reginald's in here right now, huh? Okay, let's save it. And again, I'm Aesop Grimm. Thank you for coming by the channel. I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen so far. I am glad that we were able to find the disease research facility and get some significant inputs on this story. Speaking of which, was there, yeah, let's read about this. The semi-intact skeletal structure of a Leviathan-class predator. Head trauma. There is clear evidence of massive physical trauma to the head. The damage is so severe it was likely the cause of death and must have occurred somewhere nearby. Oh, so we might have to go back to that. Damage is consistent with a high-speed collision with a solid object. Ah, this is the thing that hit the disease research facility. Oh man, that's not long ago then. Well, we don't know that. Okay. Age. Something in the environment has helped to preserve these remains, but calcium decay suggests an approximate time of death 1,000 years ago. Okay. Bone growth suggests the creature was in the egg-laying stage of its life cycle. Egg-laying stage of its life cycle. Right, okay. That's awesome. Alright, I will see you guys then in the next episode where this story continues. Thanks for visiting Aesop Grimm's Chronicles. If you've made it this far in the video, please consider rating, commenting, subscribing, and sharing. I hope to see you in the next episode, and until then, stay shiny.